Reports have resurfaced that NASA lost some precious video footage of that first moonwalk. Before diving into the details of two distinct events that seem to have become conflated, it's worth emphasizing three key points. NASA searched for but could not locate some of the original Apollo 11 data tapes, original in the sense that they directly recorded data transmitted from the moon. An intensive search of archives and records concluded that the most likely scenario was that the program managers determined there was no longer a need to keep the tapes, since all the video and data were recorded elsewhere, and they were erased and reused. The data on those tapes, including video data, were relayed to the Manned Spacecraft Center, now the Johnson Space Center, during the mission. The video was recorded there and in other locations. There is no missing video footage from the Apollo 11 moonwalk. The search discovered high-quality broadcast versions of the footage. NASA worked with Lowry Digital, a premier film restoration company, to process the video using techniques unavailable in 1969. The restored video was released in HD as part of the 40th anniversary of Apollo 11. Further explanation means diving into the details of how Apollo sent data back to Earth and how NASA collected it. Data from the Apollo 11 mission were sent from the spacecraft to 3 ground stations, 1 in California and 2 in Australia, which retransmitted it to the Manned Space Flight Center in Houston. The ground stations also recorded the data on special 1-inch, 14-track tapes, 1 track of which was for video. The video footage was recorded in slow scan, 10 video frames per second, which meant it couldn't be directly broadcast over commercial television. The video was converted for broadcast and uplinked to a satellite, then downlinked to Houston, from which it was sent out to the world. In early 2005, responding to inquiries from NASA retirees and others, NASA began a search for the 14-track data tapes. Ultimately, the agency couldn't find the tapes and determined that they had most likely been erased and used again, which was standard practice at the time. The search, led by NASA engineer Dick Nafzger, focused on finding the specific tapes, knowing the data had all been recorded and saved elsewhere.